I broke. So about an hour after we moored up in this spot, a boat came along from the Rotham group, and it was a tugboat. It had a butty on it, and the guy was over the other side on the offside. So anyway, he moored the butty behind us, and I thought, oh great, what's going on here then? About 20 minutes later, this came down. Yeah, a little digger. And it was getting old wash wool out of the canal, and I thought to myself, that wash wool had probably been in the canal for about 50 years. And the odds of us mooring opposite to this on the particular day that they were beginning to get it out was just astronomical. It was crazy. But it was actually quite interesting to watch and quite entertaining. And I believe they were doing this for Manchester Marina, because I think they're going to be putting in canal side moorings here. And that was probably one of the old sidings or wharfs with the tramway transshipments. And Mum jokingly said to me, "Oh, they'll probably be back at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, Josh." And I said, "No, they won't, it's Saturday." And what happened the next day? I just said, screw it, let's just go, Mum, because I don't want to just be listening to that all day. So we might as well just cruise. And it was so early that I thought this would be a great time to do Atherton Locks, because it would be quiet. So that's what we went and did. There's a couple of parking spots in the lane above Bridge 36 here, and there's also a long stretch of Armco mooring in a beautiful location just past here too. Well guys, it is 20 past 7.
Well, it's
Woke
not.
up.
What, 20 past? It was only 5 past just a minute ago.
But you know what the time is on the timestamp. Yeah, we were... Well, we had a feeling it was going to happen though, didn't we?
Well, we put the Rothman group put one of those big barge things.
We picked the...
behind us. And I said to
picked the
Josh,
worst spot.
I even said to Josh, I bet we'll be woken up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I said, oh no, it's a Saturday, they won't be working.
No.
6:45 this morning, they came and got the big barge thing.
Yeah.
So
And
we feel a bit hypocritical this morning because we're going past boats at 7 o'clock in the morning and we hate it.
they were moored exactly opposite us as well, with a little channel to go through. And then another boat came as well, so we would have been woken anyway.
Yeah, so we would have been woken at 7 o'clock anyway because someone came through at 7 o'clock.
It is lovely. It really
It's
is
beautiful.
lovely.
It is beautiful this time in the morning, but we're not early birds, as you know. A lot of people are, but we're not.
God, it's cold as well.
And earlier you could see my breath, actually. Can't I suppose
think,
it is September nearly.
Yeah. I think we're just going to do the flight today now.
I think we're just going to, yeah. We were going to wait till tomorrow evening,
Yeah.
but we're up now, so we just do it.
Yeah.
We just do it now.
We're not going to have to get out of sleep, and we're going to be falling asleep tonight at 8 o'clock.
Well, actually, I got up a wee at 12:30 last night, and Josh had already gone to sleep. So,
Yeah, right.
so you did go to sleep a bit earlier last night.
Still, I didn't have many hours sleep. But yeah, so yeah, more is just think more opposite. Well, if you see anyone working in the evening, they put a barge behind you, you know they're going to be coming back. And, thanks, Rothman Group.
Yeah.
That wall has probably been sat there for 40 years in the water, and they put now to get rid of
Well,
it.
they were Digger and that was there last night. And you
Yeah.
recorded it, didn't you?
Yeah, it's quite interesting to watch, but not at 7 o'clock.
Obviously, that's what they're coming to do now. What they're coming to sort out.
So this is the map of the UK Canal Network. Everything is red as what we've cruised before, and we're here down on the Coventry Canal at Manchester. So we're obviously starting today's cruise just before Manchester Marina, where we're heading towards Manchester, which is where we are now on the boat, and then on to the bigger town of Atherstone. Before reaching the Atherstone lock flight of 11, where we'll head down that, making our way down, finally to Bradley Green at the bottom of the flight, making the cruise about 4 miles and 11 locks. I'm not really a big fan of early mornings, I'm a night owl, but one thing I do adore is sunrise and sunset, but more because at sunrise you get mist and it's just a lovely atmosphere, and a part of the day that I really do miss, but I can never really get myself up that early because I go to bed too bloody late. But it really is a magical time of day, and it's just lovely. There is a nice stretch of Armco here, which is just before Atherstone, so it's not too close to the town, not too far away. This just shows really how low this massive pound is that goes all the way to Snarestone and all the way down to Coventry, of course, and to here at Atherstone. It's a massive pound, and this boat is literally sat on the bottom, and I don't think it would be possible for it to actually get off at this spot where it is now, unless it was towed. Well, we're coming into Atherstone now, which is a market town. The canal reached Atherstone all the way back in 1769, and the industry it prioritised was hatting, and it was known for making felt hats. And at the height of it, there were 7 firms employing 3,000 people, but due to cheap imports and the decline of wearing hats, the trade had declined. declined substantially by the 1970s, and this was the last one here, shut in 1999. And when we got to Atherstone Locks, we were quite surprised to see that there was already a boat coming out of the top lock, which was good news to us because we had been warned previously that the pound in between the top lock and the second lock was very, very leaky, so it was practically empty in the morning. So this guy had done the hard work for us and filled it up to a level that was navigable. There's a water point and rubbish point just before the first lock here too, and the shop's not too far from the canal, so it's a good place to stop off. I had to get a bit warmed up to locking again because I haven't done a lock since Hill Morton, and that was about 6 or 7 weeks ago. As you can see, Atherstone Locks used to have a side pound, and this would help save water. Now there would be a paddle that would let water in from the lock chamber if it's full up, and half of the water would go into there, and saving it for later on, for if a boat would come up, then that water would be used to half fill the lock. Funny enough, just above lock 5 there is a little water point here, but you have to get it on the lock landing. I don't think many people use that one. And there's the local canal side pub, the King's Head. There's quite a few visitor moorings just down here, which is quite convenient because the gap between this lock and the next lock is quite big. Lucky again for us, a boat was coming up, and this time it was a boat transporter who moves boats for a living. And he's a really, really nice guy, and he watches the channel, and I met him last time I was on the Coventry Canal. Really top bloke.
Morning, Josh. Thought you were still in bed.
Yeah, well, we got woken up.
And for the life of me, I'm so sorry, I just can't remember what the name of his business is. And please, if you're watching this, leave a comment below and I'll pin it. Because if you want anyone to move your boat, I highly recommend him, he's really nice. And he clearly doesn't wait around either, because he's halfway up the flight and this is only 8:30 in the morning.
Any lockies on?
I got help here from another boat who was coming up, and things were starting to get a little bit busier now on the old canal. As you can see, there is parking on this lane here at Bridge 45, and there is plenty of mooring too.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Mum recognised this boat here as our lovely subscriber Lucy Elton. She's been wanting to catch up with her for years, and luckily she was awake and came out and said hello. In the next lock I noticed that there was another boat coming up, but I also noticed the pound was getting very, very low down there. Thankfully we were just about to let a load of water into it though, so it would be alright I think. But that was the least of our worries, because this lock that we're in now is going to be closed on Wednesday in a couple of days. Because, as you'll see in a minute, yes, the gates don't fully open, both of them. So there was a GRP who couldn't actually get through. And the reason for this is I think there's silt build-up in the lock gates, which is strange because none of the other locks have been affected, so I don't know why this one has. But we could only just squeeze out, thankfully.
You can feel it! You're not going over the sill! Something, you can feel something!
Son used to park at night outside the gates by the other side. But he,
Yeah, I probably will. But,
11 o'clock will park their van there.
Listen, nice meeting you, sweetheart. Enjoy yourself. Just been having a chat to your dad, is it your dad? Yeah.
There's quite a bit now between this lock and the next one, and there is a glorious section to moor on Armco. Very, very nice. Good solar.
Come in, aren't
he's closer.
This is Bridge 46, and what you'll notice about it is very elegant, but there's no footway on it. And it's strange because it's clearly a footpath bridge, and I don't know what it would have been used for, because if it was a public footpath it would still be open today, but clearly not. Strange. I can't put my finger on it. come out of the bottom lock, it was absolute mayhem. Everyone had started to get up and was beginning the Atherstone flight. It was getting quite busy, but this boat came out way too early before we were out the chamber and almost crashed into us. And then we had 2 working boats strewn across the canal down here, but we managed to make our way through, thankfully. Here is the facilities point at Bradley Green. Now you've got rubbish here and water and Alsan. And as you can see, there's parking too, but there is a sign that says no unauthorised parking, but I've heard people have parked here before with no trouble, but we've never actually risked it. But don't quote me on if you can park here or not, but there is really no other places to park around here, annoyingly.
Well, we've made it to the mooring of the unexpected cruise.
Yeah,
Very
it's
unexpected.
well, it went really well actually.
Yeah.
We had a bit of a
Couldn't have gone better.
the last lock. There was 3 old working boats waiting to go through, and there's about 5 waiting to go through. They had to, the working boats had to moor over the other side of the
Not
canal.
very good at counting, there's only 2. There was 2, and then there was 2 marina boats.
Was it 2
2
working
working
boats?
boats, 2 marina
Oh,
boats.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was
They were like that in a V, remember?
Ah, yeah. Yeah, so it went really well, didn't it, George?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they did it so early.
Yeah. No one was on there.
And, it's getting very busy now, going up.
Yeah,
About
really.
10 boats headed out.
Yeah, it's probably about 9:30 now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, it all started about 9.
Mm.
They all started
God knows
coming.
what time that guy got up when we met him at the top.
Oh yeah, the
Look how long
guy.
it's taken us to get through.
Yeah, the guy at the top.
We got
He
5
must.
o'clock,
Yeah, he
wasn't
must have got up really, really early as soon as it got light, I think. But yeah, it went
we?
really
You're the Land
well.
Cruiser.
Well, because we're only going to do 6, aren't we, tomorrow night?
Yeah.
But we've just done the whole lot.
Yeah, we were going to go to Whittington Lane,
Yeah.
but Lucy, our subscriber,
Hey, Lucy Alton.
Yeah.
Hi, darling. It was lovely catching up with you on Millefleur, because I always call it Millefleur, and everyone, because it looks like that on the side, so it's Millefleur. But she's lovely, Lucy, and yeah, we had a little chat. Went through a couple of trouble is we couldn't stop because we were doing a lot, so we had a lovely chat.
I hate the
couple
second
of lots.
canal because there's nowhere to moor. Park.
No.
Because the car park there at Badley Green, there's no pull-ins on the lane at all. So the car park there, just off the lane, it says CRT, authorised, I don't know, only. But there's a bunch of cars in there, and she said she's always parked in there, and there was no
Yeah.
trouble. And Ben and Emily parked in there, parked their van on there.
Yeah, so we're part. If anyone says anything,
Well, it says you could be clamped, but
oh, does it? Oh,
yeah.
well,
But,
no, no, luck.
I think Monday we're going
I
to
think
take the
yeah.
car
I think Andy will be back tomorrow night. So really, it only be tomorrow night. Monday morning we're moving. But we can, yeah.
So yeah,
Get
stop
through.
looking behind.
I don't know why I keep looking behind.
Because I keep looking behind.
Well, you keep. Sorry, guys.
I don't know why I keep looking behind.
I don't know why we keep looking behind, but
I just don't like people creeping up on me.
yeah. So just hope yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed the cruise.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good cruise. Brilliant weather. It's been cloudy and a bit windier now.
Yeah.
But,
So we
yeah,
were
lovely
lucky
morning.
we're doing it. It was a beautiful morning, really. I'm going to go in for a warm now because it's still quite cold still. Well, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe.
It's absolutely free.
And we'll see you next time.